This is the ancestral home of the Luiseño Indian tribe, and the Madariagas say they can trace their family roots here back more than 100 years. Okay, what is this we're coming up on?
The clinic.
The health clinic.
That's my design.
Lawrence and Sophie say early life on the reservation was hard, and the tribe lived in poverty. Today, though, because of Indian gaming, specifically the Pechanga Resort and Casino in Temecula, those days of poverty are gone. The tribe as a whole shares in the profit, meaning each and every adult member of the tribe receives a monthly check worth thousands of dollars. The Madariagas traced their family roots back to a woman by the name of Paulina Hunter. In fact, Hunter Lane is one of the first streets you notice as you drive onto the Pechanga Reservation. There's no doubt this 20 acres in the middle of the Pechanga Reservation was deeded to Paulina Hunter. They have the paperwork to prove it from the 1890s, signed by President McKinley. In a letter dated May 3, 2005, the Pechanga Enrollment Committee asked the family to provide documentation to show their family's chain of lineal descent to prove tribal membership. That same enrollment committee even hired a renowned anthropologist to trace the family's history.
Paulina Hunter descended from Luiseño Indians that were living there at Pechanga in the late 19th century. She definitely is a Pechanga Indian, 100%.
Dr. John Johnson has spent 40 years tracing Indian ancestry.
As tribal leaders, we take seriously our responsibility for guaranteeing fairness.
Lawrence Madariaga earned a Lifetime Achievement Award from the tribe, just months before he and his family were disenrolled.
After thorough investigations and hearings, it was determined that certain individuals were not legitimate members of the tribe.
She definitely is a Pechanga Indian, 100%.
So you were hired by the tribe itself.
I was hired.
You found in favor of the family, and yet the tribe still voted to disenroll.
Yes. There's no one today who has more of a right to be a Pechanga Indian than that family.
When the tribe had nothing, people didn't want to be part of the tribe. When it appeared the tribe might have something soon, then it seemed like a whole bunch of people came out.
For decades, the Madariaga family called this home, the Pechanga Reservation in Temecula. 89-year-old Lawrence and his wife Sophie built their house after he came back from serving in World War II. They raised 4 children, 8 grandchildren, and 12 great-grandchildren. Macaro admits the Tribal Enrollment Committee hired Dr. Johnson as an independent expert, but chose not to go with his findings. Let me tell you what he told us.
Sure.
Paulina Hunter. She is definitely a Pechanga Indian, 100% for sure.
As it was reported to me, there was a percentage figure of estimation, and it was 90%, and it was regarded as non-conclusive. This has never been about money. This is about the integrity of tribal citizenship here at Pechanga.
There's no one today who has more of a right to be a Pechanga Indian than that family.
This has never been about money.
We used to get $20,000 a month.
A monthly allowance of $20,000.
About that.
The Madariaga family says last August that monthly allowance abruptly stopped. $24, $25 million a year. Does that mean the money that's left, the other families get a bigger piece of the pie?
Yes. But our issue here again is our heritage. Our heritage, we always knew who we were. My father always taught us who we were.
So this is all yours in here?
All the family, yes.
The Madariagas are the second family recently disenrolled at Pechanga, bringing the total number at this one reservation to over 220 adults.
And let me further state that, again, courts have affirmed that not anthropologists, but tribes themselves have the responsibility to maintain the integrity. Only tribes know their own history.
That same enrollment committee even hired a renowned anthropologist to trace the family's history, but they may have been surprised by what he found.
Our citizenship decisions were upheld by the California and the U.S. Supreme Courts.
It's our understanding that the U.S. and the California Supreme Courts denied review of the Pechanga case, so neither high court heard the merits of any case involving Pechanga membership. critics say it's more about greed than anything else.
They're very honest people here at one time. Now, we call them casino people. They're getting the money. They're not like they used to be.
Do you have any hope?
Not from this tribal council.
As a legal matter, this case is closed, and the courts have moved on, and the tribe has moved on.
Indian reservations are considered self-regulating and sovereign.
It's been abused by the people in power to go after their own people.
And it's not just happening here. Over 2,000 Indians have been disenrolled across the country in recent years.
76 members of my family